day, I was talking to an older professor about the use of AI in research. And I don't mean like using machine learning to analyze large data sets and make predictions and stuff like that. I mean using things like ChatGPT to do parts of the research process. Because he said he could envision a future where the role of the scientist is in the formulating of the questions, and a lot of the process of answering them, the coding and the writing, is sort of passed along to AI. And I found that very disturbing because, as I told him, a lot of what makes me interested in science is doing the work, the skills I develop in coding and writing, and this feeling that I actually earn the answers that I get. He responded by sharing that when he started as a researcher, you had to actually go to a library and find physical copies of research journals and go through them to try to find relevant work to your own. And that in itself was a big skill that people worked hard to develop and a core part of the research process. And that skill has kind of entirely disappeared because of the internet. This idea of technology advancement making skills obsolete is not a new thing, but it's something that's happening really, really quickly right now with AI. And I'll be honest, I don't know how to feel about it, because I use ChatGPT a lot for things like debugging code or writing out scripts that make complicated plots, because those are things that are just really annoying and require a lot of Googling and time that I don't think is valuable. But I'm also reading The Sirens of Titan right now, and there's a story in here about an alien species who's really trying to figure out their purpose. They'll discover something but then feel like that's too low and unimportant, so they'll make machines to do that and they'll search for something higher. Nothing that they do feels high purpose enough, and their machines get better and better until eventually the machines tell them that they don't have a purpose. And then they start killing each other and then the machines kill them all. But I think that that really speaks to where we're at right now. The fear of technology replacing us is not new, but now technology is getting to a point where it can replace the things that almost every human does in their job. It's not like this is good because it's giving us more time to focus on higher purposes, because we're starting to get to a point where I don't know if there are any. My job as an astrophysicist is to ask and try to answer some of the biggest questions we have about how we came to be here, and yet AI is already starting to be able to take over some of that process. But at the same time, it's a very powerful tool, and it feels almost against our nature to not use the tools that we have. We're going to face a real reckoning of meaning and purpose as AI improves, and I have no idea how we're gonna come out of it. I mean, what do y'all think? Are we just as doomed as those aliens in Vonnegut's story?